Yo, rookie.
Huh?
Some of my colleagues thought it might have been a fluke.
What?
Said there's no way an undrafted rookie could be that good.
Alright, so what do you think?
I think you can do it every day of the week.
You sound like a smart man.
And the smart man has some advice for you.
What's that?
Tell your agent to stay by his phone. That's right. If there's any way we can get you here, we will.
Move, man. What are you doing?
We got our foot in the door. The Magic have offered you a 10-day deal.
Why not a year?
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity. But they saw enough to take a flyer on you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both live to breathe another day. You don't, you got a shot at being last in a long line of might have beens.
You did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes to
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a... He's checked in for Memphis. And stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Hodges. Well, Clark here. Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Hodges.
And on a personal level for him, I mean, that's a basket that you remember for the rest of your life. Your first NBA point.
You remember yours, I'm sure, don't you?
No doubt.
Well, I don't remember mine. I was actually being dragged around the court and had a miserable night. 2 of 17. I do remember those statistics. But I think in this case, it will be a memorable first bucket for him, and he's got tremendous potential. Let's hope that he realizes it throughout his career. Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and General manager's looking for value. Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
Calathes kicks to Allen. Here's Green. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Green's got 9. The Magic trail by 18. Here is Hodges. Tries from 16, and he hits the jump shot. Hodges making a great first impression. Memphis has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Got a piece of it. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Hodges the pass to Fry. Pulls up on the wing, and again shot good from Hodges. Hodges has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, they've finally gotten into a rhythm offensively this quarter, and if they keep shooting like this, they won't be down for long.
Well, Steve, you can see them looking to cut that lead down little by little to turn things around, and that's how you got to do it. How do you eat a big pizza? 1 slice at a time. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Carter comes in for Tony Allen. And it's Udrih in for Mike Conley. And a switcher also for Orlando. Evan Fournier's checked in for Channing Frye. 1:53 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Hodges. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
Bill Brittenauer's checked in for Ben Gordon. And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and a halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work, but there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris. 5 to shoot. Carter with the 3. That's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time. 6 points for Vince Carter.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
There's the pick. Here's Hodges. And it's blocked by Gasol.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Udrih dishes to Gasol. And another basket for Memphis.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
The Magic have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Pass to Hodges. To stop the run. The rebound by Jeff Green. Now Udrih. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So as we conclude the first...
All right, eyes front. That's not what we were looking for in the first half, to say the least.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even... Memphis has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Udrih. Tony Allen is out there with Green, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
You talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are in terms of building a team. But one thing that gets overlooked is just how important having a player on a good contract can be. It opens up so many possibilities for a team.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Lure comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Nick Calathes in for Mike Conley. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Orlando. Here is Hodges. He's guarded by Udrich. Hodges misses. With the talk of value contracts, if you get a franchise player and only paying him half of what is expected, Clark, that's an extra all-star player you can afford on your roster.
And I think that's the big payoff with it. So much of how a team is constructed in the NBA involves how close they are to the salary cap. So you'd like to try to get as many really good players as you can at market value, or in some cases maybe below market value.
And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Well, good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
Kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Lure kicks to Calathes. Memphis moving that ball around to the wing right side. Passes it to Allen. 11 feet away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Allen against Hodges. Offensive rebound.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park. Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
And, you know, the Grizzlies got swept in the Western Conference Finals back in 2013 because the Spurs just packed it in defensively. And I really think that was the impetus for the Grizzlies looking to try to play a more wide-open style. You know, even though that season in 2013 was, as a whole, the best ever for the franchise, it did expose their weaknesses and gave them something to work on.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
They retain possession. Nicholson with the bucket. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And last season, it took the Grizzlies some time to get going. The new head coach, the injury to Marc Gasol, but they added some shooting and athleticism on the wings and really rallied strongly towards the end of the year.
Shot's good.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.